Howdy doody, everybody. Right, now I've made my recommended one, I should say, recommended one. I'm gonna have to do the last live stream. I'm gonna have to put part one because this is part two. I'm not giving you a recommendation yet. There is gonna be a part three to another recommendation to another channel, right? If you want to know the deeper stuff about the Bible and stuff like that. But this recommended two is about what my recommended one was about. Now, what did you think about his channel? Right? He's called The Truth Is, right? What did you think? Now, I've had a like on there, and I'm happy about that because at least somebody is willing to open their mind to something. Now, he's really this YouTube channel that I recommended. He's really good at it. I'm serious. I'm serious on that. He's got a good talent, right? He's using what he sees to promote his belief that the world is not what it seems. That's what I'm trying to get across. For me, I wouldn't be scared in discussing with him raw stuff. Like for me, I wanted this is why I want to collab with him. This is the reason why I want to explain to him that look, it's nothing against you, fella, right? You're religious like me, right? I see you as a Christian brother, but I don't see denominations in Christianity because I go back to the first century, right? I portray my mind back and I look at how the first century acted, right? And it was more one to one back then. It wasn't like just someone preaching on a pulpit, you know what I mean? So for me, I've been more brutal. I've been more open in my opinions because, for me, I think all governments, all corporations, and all religions are corrupt. All of them. I've got no distinction in calling any of them out. I'd even call my own Christianity out because I'd even admit which religion I came from, and I would criticize them. No problem. No problem. Just like Mormon, Scientology, Jehovah's Witnesses, Catholics, Protestants, Orthodox, Roman Catholic. To me, and then you got Muslims, all the different Muslims, and then you got all the different Jews. Right? To me, no different. Same with all the government politicians around the world, all the same, working to one agenda, right? You see it in the films like this guy's showing. He's good at showing like picture. He's got a gift in showing pictures and in these films and what they do. You know what I mean? I want to know people. Come on, and have a chat with me. Right? The link's there. This is why I put the link there every time. I'm not asking people to come on. I'm just saying, look, what did you think of the recommendation? Right? I think that this guy's got the nail on the head. For me, it's different. I like speaking to people direct, you know what I mean, and getting their opinion, asking why. Why did they think that way? You know what I mean? And then think, well, what does the Bible say about it? You know what I mean? And if they've got a Bible with them, I'd encourage them to pull it out too. You know, there's no shame in that. It's just whether they're willing to do what the first century people did. You know what I mean? They got the proof out, they read it to see if the facts were right. Right? That's the whole point. For me, I'd be more brutal than that lad would if we had a collab together. You know what I mean? And I was on one side of the screen. If he came on my channel and I one side and the other, I don't want him to show his face if he doesn't want. I know what he looks like anyway. It doesn't really matter. But if he wants to just cover up and then we can have a chat, it's up to him. If he wants to show his face, he can. I won't be. But I'm very, very curious because I'm more brutal than a lot of people, right? I see things the way it is, and I don't. I know about Devil's Advocate. I know about the other films. What's it called? Constantine. And some of the films that he showed. recently. You know what I mean? There's one recently about something about an advert. He's just done it, I think, a couple of hours ago about an advert. Go and have a look at it. Hey, it's really, really good, man, how he's done it. I'm impressed. But I want him to get on me and I want him to have a real discussion of what he thinks. You know what I mean? It'd be great, man. I'd love it. But I don't want nothing from it because this channel's for free. You know what I mean? If he came on, he'd have to say he'd have to do it for free. Because I don't get Patreon. I refuse to. I refuse to charge anyone. You know, it's about collabing. It's about if you receive the information for free, you should give it for free. You know, I've given him a shout out. I've recommended him. Right, that should be enough, really, because he's getting new subscribers, and I believe what he's doing is pretty alright. You know what I mean? He's showing you what the film industry, song industry. You know, be careful what you wish for, things like that. You know, I saw him do a video on wishing when it's obsession, yeah, where they crack that fucking one thing, whatever it is, you know, and he wishes that girl fall in love with him. Obsession. Aren't we mental that? Good analysis too. Good analysis. Yeah, but it's related to all the occult and stuff. You see what I'm saying? This world is not what you think it is. Everybody, seriously, wake up. I'm good at encouraging and getting people to think, right? Wake up, seriously. That lad's talking sense, please, mate, because it is all to do with the occult, right? To do with demons and Satan and that, right? Why do you think they put in the music industry and film industry, right? It's so obvious in your face, and nobody cares anymore. You know what I mean? Nobody cares anymore. But anyway, I thought I'd just come on and just thought I'd ask, what do you think about my recommendation, right? I am going to come out with another recommendation, but I'm not going to give you more after that because, like I said, I'll give you a couple of examples, right? Point you in the right direction, get you to open your eyes a little bit because I'm very picky what I watch, very, very picky, right? And I won't recommend something that's not, I'm going to recommend something that's going to wake you up. You know what I mean? And with all Epstein files, all this shit, P. Diddy, and, you know, royal family, and, you know, people dying off and all these famous people dying off. Summit Tree, whatever he was called, he died off recently in the helicopter. You know, it's weird as shit. Weird as shit. And it's all to do with the occult. Right? Understand that. The devil rules this world. Remember, the devil rules this world. He doesn't own the world. He doesn't own the earth. He owns the corporations, the governments, religions on the earth. Different, totally different. It's a temporary resident, remember? Temporary resident. He's going to take as many people as he can with him. Right? You know, I'm only going to point you certain directions, right? It's up to you guys what you do. But come back and give your feedback. Give your feedback. Let me know, right? If it's helping or not, waking you up. It's not to scare you, it's just to prepare you. You have to go through the test. You have to go through sacrifices, burning through the fire, kind of hyperbole, that is. You know, through the fire, you know what I mean? You got to, because how are you supposed to refine yourself, right? Remember sifting. Remember where I said sifting? Alright. Even I have to do it, go through the sifting and through the fire. But I'm willing to do it. I'm well willing to do it. But I'm going to be a bit more brutal than that guy would, because for me, I my thinking's a bit more deeper because he's showing you just the surface. He's only showing you really the surface about how really deep it goes, right? There's a lot of history involved too. This is just the end bits he's showing you, which is good because it's showing you what this world is really about. And you can't take it with you when you die, believe me. Nobody else in the whole history, nobody, right? Why do you think Jesus came down with nothing and went up with nothing, right? Because even he knew he couldn't take nothing with him, right? Except it's just his spirit, understand? Right, I'm going to go now. Stop yibber yabbing. and you have a good one. Catch you later, guys. May God bless you. Bye.